Hello people, this is Ryder here with a review of the Avataro Sentai Donbrothers Avataro Gear Set 02. So being co-released alongside Set 1, here is the Set 2, comprised of the Avataro gears of Tokyuger, Ninja, Jewelger, and Kyuranger. Yes, my Kyuranger got packed like that. And as the center gear this time around, we have the Avataro gear of Don Zenkaio. As you can see, the box art render from its box art. And then here we have the four Senpaijers. This one is green, which is pretty neat. And basically the same layout as Set 1. Just obviously with Don Zenkaio and the Senpaijers. Is it gonna fall? Woohoo! Alright, so here we have the gears out of their packaging, and again we will take up the Senpaijer gears and just take a look at the actual semi-new gear, the set, the Don Zenkaio Avataro gear. So, as you can tell from here, this is really similar to the Alter gears, with the like gem pattern and such. However, Avataro gears are gold and such, so which is pretty neat. Here we have Don Zenkaio right there, such, and obviously this is in the same pattern as again the Alter. And this one, interestingly, is B130. So despite the fact this one is vastly farther and actually the last set or last number of this current pin set, as you can tell right here, this one isn't double notched. So, which is because of the fact this is actually the Kikai side of the Zenkaiger 2022 version gear, which is pretty interesting. Which I shouldn't have said that right away, but again, here are the notches. And yeah, so this one's actually pretty neat overall. Honestly, what isn't neat are the Senpaijer gears. So again, here we have Tokyu Ichigo of the Tokyugers, and as you can obviously tell, the blue background isn't as bright or as saturated as the previous set, because I did not even bother to keep the gears out. So this is what I mean. So like, as you can tell, Set 1 had like a really bright like background, which is what I prefer, and then this set has the really saturated look, just like Zenkaiser. This is present within all the sets and not just mine. I thought this was just like a thing that they will just happen with like every few sets. No, they for some reason printed this set to be like this, which is really bothersome. Other than that, I really like the illustrations of the members, but not the background. This one's B053. Obviously, it has the same exact notches as the Sentai gear counterpart. I'm just too lazy to compare them. Ninja of Ninja, B054. Jewel Eagle of Jewelger. Like, I really feel like the background kind of hurts the illustrations just because, like, yeah, it makes them stand out more, but at the same time, like, the two of them blended really well. B055. Last but not least, Ryder of Kyuranger. I literally forgot his name. Obviously, it doesn't have the galaxy pattern, but, you know, has to get simplified. B056, and he got stuck with the copyright trans stamp. So let's zoom out first of all, but like let's try to actually, I don't remember how I did this, even though I just filmed it a few minutes ago. Let's just use all of these within the Dawn Blaster. Obviously we'll use the new gear. I think this only got used once, right? So happily, this does have the sounds of Zenkai Juron, which we just simply press the trigger. Sorry. There we have the transformation of Dawn Zenkaio, which I really do like. It's in here just so then you can actually have an accurate version of the sound, because obviously the original version, because your Rhydon just used the same pins as Zenkai Juo, so obviously it only activated the Super Juron sounds and not a dedicated Dawn Zenkaio sound, to which the firing sound's actually different, which is neat. Finisher, however, is it? Forgot about that. But it does say Zenkaiger at least, and speaking of that, because I'm gonna have to change out the battery. If we use this within the Geertlinger, first of all, it's a spoilers. It'll activate the Kikai side for the Zenkaiger Sentai gear, which is neat. And it's a nice way of actually getting this sound without doing some weird convoluted stuff. Obviously we will show these sounds because they're new. Yeah, just nice to actually have an Avataro gear that'll actually work in this thing. Alright, back with the Senpai gears. Really like how they put that one together. I really like that. Obviously, this was the second most frequently used gear. This one finally got used. And this is the one out of the set I don't have any toys of. Jojo, which I think only got used twice. I really like how that one was put together. Obviously, you can interrupt that, but I don't want to. And then here we have the a gear that still hasn't been used at all. What am I doing? I mean, I don't think I ever stated that. I think I was going to state this in the Donbro buckle video, but I never did. But you can obviously, obviously after you activate the gear, you don't need to keep it in just because it doesn't know that you took it out. But yeah, overall, I actually, I think this set-wise, I think for the Senpaijers, I think it's probably my favorite within the editing of just how they handled compressing it down. Even though, I mean, they're not really compressed, it's just that, obviously shortened down just so then they don't overpower, obviously, the Donbrothers. But at the same time, I'm not really too big on the fact that, I'm at least glad that these aren't inconsistent in a way, because they are consistent with some gears, but I don't know. I just don't get this with the gears at all. Obviously last year we had the weird thing with the Gashapon gears being darker than the rest of the line. Now we have to deal with some of these releases just not being consistent or having a way more saturated background than the others. And the thing too is that literally with the Gashapon releases of Tokyuger and Jewelger, they're corrected. So it's just it's really frustrating, honestly. But honestly, I think despite that, this one's probably my favorite set. Again, just because I really like how these ones in particular were done within the Dawn Blaster. And I really do like the Avataro gear of Don Zenkaio and such, just because it's something different, and also it's technically a Sentai gear as a... No, I mean, we don't have... Well, we already had the Sentai gear as an Avataro gear, but I mean, this is an Avataro gear that can actually function within both toys, so that's kind of nice. And just a nice way of actually rounding out that gear and such. Obviously, because the Zenkaiger Avataro gear, the Zenkaiger Sentai gear, obviously wasn't released traditionally because they're never going to release Zenkai Red or Zenkaiger Black. Because why would they? Basically, any variant of Zenkaiser that isn't Zenkaiser, they're never going to release. And we just have to deal with it. But, try to find this at a reasonable price. It's not going to be easy. And this is where, like I said before, these two have only been releasing Gashapon and these two have been releasing Gashapon, but Jewelger actually got released via Candy Toy also. These three are exclusive. Kyuranger's funny. But now I have to do this review, so this is Ryder and OV people. Whoop-de-doo.